What's going on, y'all? It's the almighty JT. I know I haven't been on YouTube in a little while. I've been pretty busy with family, business, and just life in general has kind of been keeping me busy. So I want to get back on YouTube because I want to talk about Capital Flow and specifically the newest feature, which is the Capital Flow Alerts. So if you don't know what Capital Flow is, that's my brand new trading software that I launched earlier this year. It's an options flow service, so that means it tracks trades in the market from your big money traders like your hedge funds and your institutions, and it shows you what they're buying in real time so you can follow them and just have a higher success rate that way. So the newest feature is the Capital Flow Alerts. So what the alerts do is it lets you know when certain option contracts are getting bought over and over by big money traders. So it's repeat flow, right? So what that means is there's multiple traders spending 7, 8, 9 figures on one specific option contract. So that's going to trigger an alert. Hey, this contract is getting bought over and over. That usually indicates that a big move is coming on that specific options trade. So that feature has been out for a little while now, and it has been crazy accurate. Every time those alerts come through, that stock has a big move in that direction. So it's a very powerful tool, and I've just been having a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about the alerts. So I just kind of put together some frequently asked questions, and I'm going to answer some of them and make sure that you all know exactly what to look for with these alerts and how to follow them, because like I said, this is a very powerful tool that you can use to make a lot of money with your trading. So first off, to access the alerts, you just want to click on the top right of your Capital Flow profile. There is a bell icon. It doesn't matter if you're on mobile, desktop, tablet, there's just a bell right there in the top right. You can see the alerts. It's going to give you the contract, the expiration, the ticker, and it's going to tell you the time that the alert came in. All right, so the first thing you need to understand about these Capital Flow alerts is that these trades are not just one trade from one individual, right? When you're looking at the left of the platform and you just see all those trades coming in all day, those are individual trades that came in from one person. Remember that the alerts are not an individual trade. These are made up of multiple people buying that exact same contract over and over and over. So if you see a trade on an S&P 500 index like SPY, SPX, or SPXW, just know that those are usually quick scalps or quick day trades, so those can be pretty risky. So keep that in mind if you see those. But also know that if you see an S&P 500 index trade around the end of the day, usually within the last hour of the day, at that point, those are no longer day trades. That's usually people setting up for an overnight move. So they expect either a gap up or a gap down in the morning. So if you're a swing trader, those end of day flow alerts are really useful. They're really accurate too. Now, when you see an alert on the ticker IWM, that usually means that there's a lot of volatility coming soon. So if you like trading volatility, keep an eye out for those IWM alerts. So one thing to keep in mind when you're following these alerts is that they're being bought or being triggered by people that have a lot of capital. So that means they can afford to average down if the trade isn't moving in their direction right away. They can also afford to buy time so they don't need it to play out as quickly as you. So it's really important to not just follow the alerts, but also combine them with the technical analysis, right? See if there's a near support or resistance level, see if we're in a trend. So, just use those things to determine whether this alert is for a reversal or a continuation of a trend. Now, when you see a short dated out of the money option alert come in, that usually means that a squeeze is coming very soon. Me personally, these are my favorite type of alerts to take. These are the ones where I made the most amount of money from. So definitely keep an eye out for those. Now, let's talk about price targets when following these alerts. A good alert is going to return you between 20 to 25% return, usually at the minimum. There are some times where alerts can go for 100% or 200, 300 or even higher, but you got to remember that those are a little bit more rare, right? Because these alerts are being triggered by people that are trading with millions. So when you're trading with millions, you're typically not looking to get 100 or 200% return. 10 to 20% is really all you need when you already have that much money. Another important thing to remember about these flow alerts is that they're being triggered by real people who are spending real money, right? These are just human beings just like you and me. So that means that they are wrong sometimes. Not every single trader is going to be 100% with these alerts, right? right? So it is important that you use stop losses. Just also remember that they are gonna be right more than they're gonna be wrong. So if you're following these trades, you will have a winning percentage. But if you're only taking 25% profits and then you let one trade go to zero thinking it's gonna bounce back, then you're gonna end up losing. So still use a stop loss when you're following these alerts. It's also important to have patience on these alerts, right? Sometimes they're gonna play out pretty quickly. Sometimes it might take a little longer, especially if the market is choppy for the day. So having patience is another key factor when playing these alerts. All right, so that's it for the Capital Flow alerts. If you haven't created your account yet, just go to the website. It's capitalflow.app. And again, to access the alerts, there's a bell icon in the top right corner of the screen. So if you like the video, if you like what I'm doing with Capital Flow, go ahead and like and subscribe and give me a comment too. If you ever have any questions, the best way to get in contact with me is through Instagram. You can send me a DM. It's at TheAlmightyJT. Thanks for watching. Peace.